Well, folks, coming at you with an emergency video. Hide your kids, hide your wives, because today we have a passenger who filmed a cigar-shaped UFO in Italy. What happened next is still unexplained. I love these unexplained titles here, guys. Like this video, share this video, and wait for it.
I'd never seen anything like that before. It's just really crazy.
Cigar-shaped object spotted last year. Could be an alien ship. The theory's out of this world, and the object...
It looks like a Tylenol or a pill, right?
Maybe two.
Never seen anything like this in the solar system before. We get an estimate of its size at about 800 meters or half a kilometer in length. Roughly a cigar-like shape.
So she is at the university or from the University of Hawaii. Damn, so we got credentials?
It was moving very fast. A little more than 195,000 miles per hour.
What?
With all that's going on around
So how you guys were able to capture it
world,
on camera?
is it really hard to believe we're all
Pause for a
alone?
second, I guess.
Today, we're looking into incredible captures that prove alien visitors are knocking on our doors.
Uh-oh. No.
If you think cigar UFOs aren't real, take a look at this.
No, bro, there's no way. It has a blur
Passenger
around
captured
it.
this after the UFO's glint caught their eyes. And look at that. Isn't it exactly like a giant cigar? Check this out. It quickly shifts positions.
This is looking one of the UFOs that we were hearing about
Almost as if it-
from that Commander Fravor who actually went on Joe Rogan podcast, right? He said that all the way back in 2004 on the coast of, I believe, San Francisco or California. In California, let's just say. He had an experience like that, but this one
Isn't flying, but teleporting. Now try to explain that. And the second it comes closer, it appears transparent. I'm sure even our government has yet to replicate something like this. And then it goes out of view.
yeah.
We can't really investigate it.
I'm having a hard time believe this one, right? Personally, you guys believe it? One if yes, two if not.
The English stogie.
We got Tylenol, just somebody's
This might just be
flashlight.
the clearest visual of the cigar UFO you've ever seen. After multiple reports of the flying object, not only in the UK, but also Spain, one eager person finally managed to capture the UFO when it was zooming over his backyard. And thank heavens for his high-quality camera, because just look at those details. Now we
Yeah,
can
and it's
finally
rotating.
debunk the idea that the cigar UFO was just clever editing. The cylindrical aircraft went on to fly for a few minutes more. Eventually,
You do see, yeah, I was gonna say, and in this one it's a lot more visible. You do see the sun glare on it and the reflection. So if this is really edited and if it's like really, I guess, CGI, it's very well done for sure.
settling down by turning upright and beginning its descent. That's when the video cuts off. But I mean, come on, we've got enough evidence as is.
Damn. Yeah, that's kind of
License
wild.
exam. A pilot captured this UFO streaking past him, and it might just be the best UFO video you've ever seen. The bright silver disc looked quite unbothered by the presence of the pilot. Maybe it didn't know it could be seen. It seemed to be going
Yeah, I mean, it was totally unbothered, right? Because it knew, like, it's just a damn human. Like, what a human gonna do, bro? What a human gonna do? But yeah, unbothered, that's like crazy, man. What if, like, that brother was holding a nuke? What if that brother, like, kind of felt cute and was like, okay, today I want to delete a UFO? What if, I mean, if you're an alien watching this, bro, like, you need to be careful because us humans, sometimes we start to feel a little bit too cute and then we just, like, new places, okay? Like, that's who we are, man. So
toward the
watch out,
mountains
aliens.
until it took a sudden detour and headed directly under the plane as if to fool the
Holy
pilot. Well, UFOs seem to be getting smarter. Space
What?
cigar.
I mean, you would guess, right? Like, they should be. I mean, there's no excuse.
A decade
Like,
ago,
you're a
someone
damn
uploaded
alien,
the
bro.
video of a mysterious cylindrical object casually moving over Korosten in Ukraine. It was filmed by numerous bystanders, but only one visual managed to make it to the internet. Initially, a few theorized that it could be a small plane dragging along a banner, but the object seemed to be remarkably still, so
Yeah.
the theory fell flat. It also seemed to be moving in a specific direction, like it was on a mission.
Yo, if it's this thin, right, like, how are you supposed to sit inside? You know, we actually had an interesting report from a whistleblower not long ago, and this is something that I talked about numerous times on the channel, so I always reference to that whenever we see, like, an object this thin, where it just seems just incomprehensible, because, like, you look at this, you're like, okay, how am I gonna sit in this thing? How am I gonna fit in this thing, let alone fly it, right? So we had a report recently that said that from the outside it might look small, but on the inside it's actually, like, really, really big. Just like, you know, how in Harry Potter 4 you go in a small house and then inside it's, like, really, really big. So yeah, if that's really true, I mean, it could be that, but, you know, just by the looks of it, it's...
Naturally, it leaves a lot to wonder. Maybe it was just a Russian aircraft patrolling the area. But
maybe it was Vladimir Putin, yeah.
Russian smoke.
Uh-oh.
Ебучий случай, блядь, НЛО какой-то нахуй.
Not good. Not good.
This might just be the most daunting cigar UFO video ever, because it's slowly staking out a Russian factory like it's not the intruder here. Well, if we think about it, it could be a really well-developed military aircraft. But simply sneaking into Russian territory is a feat not...
Yo, it looks like my flute. I don't have a flute right now, but it looks like a flute that I had in primary school. You know, I had like a music class in primary, and we would like go on the flute. We would go crazy on the flute. It looks like a flute.
Many have accomplished. It seems something spotted the cigar UFO, because it was quickly ushered out.
Oh,
And that's pretty nerve-wracking, because what are they doing in here that's so important that they'd willingly ice out a UFO?
Yeah, it's like...
Picture
why?
Perfect.
It's nothing
Isn't
interesting.
this just about
like,
the most
why?
perfect UFO you've ever seen gliding over the clouds like it's no big deal? If it weren't for the plane passing by at that exact moment, it would have never been recorded.
Holy
So,
crap.
at least we can thank the passenger. But let's talk about what it could be. It's certainly not a blimp or a balloon. And although it's a bit too oddly shaped, like...
You guys remember when, like, there was a craze of fidget spinner? You know, it looks like a fidget spinner. And before we get back to the content, guys, real quick, I want to say I have started a brand new channel. This is where we talk about finances, money. Listen, man, and I talk about how you can make money with content as well, especially if you are looking for it. And this is a channel for that. Especially in this economy, man, everybody can do better, right? Like, everybody deserves to make better as well. If you're into that type of content, definitely check out this channel. And if you want to help support this channel, consider becoming a member. Alright, let's get back to the content here, boo.
like a stereotypical UFO. Maybe it's proof that we really aren't alone in this world. Sorcerer's Saucer. After revelations about the existence of aliens, more and more pilots are sharing stories of aircraft and weird objects they've captured. And here's one video that's gonna blow your mind. This was allegedly filmed by a pilot. And before you wonder how it was captured, the camera was mounted on the fuselage. The UFO looked like it was inspecting the plane too, which explains how it was able to remain in the frame. But if we think about how fast that plane was traveling, it's quite impressive to see the UFO following suit. And then a sudden wave, something interrupting the scene, and it seems like the UFO distracted the camera to make a getaway.
But why? My guy launched like a pepper spray right there, you know, just like... My guy launched a pepper spray. I was initially saying like it did not look real, and ever since that like little pepper spray moment, I don't know, man, it just doesn't feel real. And most of these clips are something that I have not seen before. You guys finding these videos like new, or you guys all have seen some of these before?
Tailed by aliens.
I like it, don't get me wrong, but it's like...
You saw it go invisible? You saw it?
Believe it or not, that's really a UFO that was soaring in the sky, as a lucky passenger captured it on camera. This happened in 2020 in Florida, and I think it's safe to say people didn't know what was going on, because most of them were shut inside their homes due to the lockdown. It also explains why the video wasn't really taken seriously until just now.
It cloaked itself. Holy sh!
A few commented that it could be the Goodyear blimp on its voyage, but considering such travel expenses weren't really allowed that year, I'm feeling a bit suspicious.
Okay, I mean, this one kind of interesting, right? I do believe that the video is real, but it could be something else, because in one specific frame, it did look like a plane to me, especially with like the wings and whatnot. But in this one, it does not look like a plane. It just looked like something else. So this is why I say, guys, hide your kids, hide your wives. And I'm quite baffled by this one as well. Hashtag BaffleGang, where you at? BaffleGang, rise up.
Escape attempt. Check out this rather perfect UFO trying to make a break for it, not realizing it's being recorded by a few people standing below.
It looks
Many
like
believe it's one of the many UFO
It looks like from Scooby-Doo, bro, like
sightings that were reported just this year in the US, while others think it's a hologram.
SpongeBob kind of
the way it quickly moves out of view, I don't think a hologram would last that long and still be visible from this distance. Spaced out.
I hope we don't, like, I don't want to see like humans shooting at UFOs. I don't want this to be the first thing ever when we actually get alien encounter, right? Like for the first time. Yo, could you imagine like they come in peace and then we start like pow, 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 like that, and then it's like and then they actually bring out their ray gun. Oh shit! You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, if you do catch an alien in the backyard, bro, just pet the alien, bro. You know, make the alien feel kind of cute, though. You know, hey, come here, boo boo, come here. Right? Like, pet the alien, bro. Pet the motherfucker out there, bruh. Do not shoot the alien, bro. Like, if he turns around and pulls back his, pulls out his ray gun, it's Joe over at that point. Don't do it.
Yo, look at that.
New Jersey residents recently captured a UFO hanging over a house.
Oh yeah,
it seemed like it was scanning the neighborhood, and residents even noticed something bright emitting from its base.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I remember seeing this one especially, but then I read the comments, and then other people also said this is actually a blimp. And you know what? It does look like a blimp. People are saying this one was debunked and it's a blimp. That's what I'm hearing. Could be wrong.
The UFO stood still over one house, during which it continued to shine brightly.
But a lot of people were recording it.
After a few seconds, its light dimmed, and the video cut short. Now, if we think about it, if it is a UFO, then what if the bright light was really some sort of door or hatch opening? Maybe the light meant that whatever was sitting inside the UFO wanted to explore Earth. Or worse, abduct one of us.
Yo.
Nebulous
abduct somebody in the comment section. Bruh. Yeah, definitely. I'm joking, man. I'm joking, bruh. But yeah, I was hearing that, guys.
In 2009, a man claimed he'd seen a UFO cruising over Italian skies, but no one took him seriously until this video surfaced a decade later. The UFO was seen soaring slowly above, as if it was a lost tourist looking for the way back home. The UFO slowly glided out of view behind some trees, but luckily, whoever was holding that camera was really keen to capture its exit. So we see the UFO peeking from behind the branches.
Brothers do like the exits, though, not gonna lie.
And eventually carry on until... Whoa! Where did it go?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Well, its speedy exit is a clue of its extraterrestrial origin. Plus, if we look at
the UFO is definitely shy, right? Like, how dare you record me? Man, I cannot be feeling too cute for all this long. I gotta peace out, and that's what it happened.
The zoomed-in version, you can tell this isn't an aircraft that we've developed.
Yeah. But are you sure about
Cosmic
that one?
overrun.
You never know, right? It might be a dark project from the military.
In 2013, a flight passenger flying over Atlanta recorded this small fleet of flashing orbs. And although it has been nearly a decade since it was first uploaded, the video has never been disproven. The trio were moving in a rather odd fashion. It was almost as if their flight pattern was pre-planned. A few people claimed it could be ball lightning, but that's an incredibly rare phenomena and doesn't look like this.
What's that?
It's also not a drone show, because it was well over the clouds.
Yeah.
In the end, it's just a...
Yeah, could you imagine, like, doing a drone show, like, 30,000 plus feet above? For who, though? For people that are flying past by? Okay, I mean, yeah, alright, whatever, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
UFO video that's been rattling us since it was uploaded. flare flight.
Uh-oh. Yo. What's up? We got a military jet?
When a pilot shifts his focus from his plane to something bright floating past him, you know even he's having a hard time believing what he just captured. The flashy UFO quickly darted alongside the pilot until it suddenly went up in the air. Probably heading back home. Now,
I wonder if we ever like had an encounter with like a plane or a military jet and UFO where they like collided together or crashed into each other. Have you ever had like a situation like that or nah? Because you heard stories and you know that a UFO crash on the ground. Yeah, we heard stories like that, but I'm not sure if I ever heard a story where a plane and a UFO crashed together. I mean, that would definitely be devastating if that happened though.
We've debunked numerous UFO sightings, but this one is a true head-scratcher. The Mothership. We've all heard of the Mothership, but has anyone ever seen it in real life? A similar aircraft was recorded by a helicopter crew, and no matter how you look at it, it's clear this isn't some sort of man-made craft.
This thing on film, whatever. Yeah.
Let's assume for a moment that it was a blimp. Firstly, why would it glow like that?
Yeah.
Secondly, a blimp would need to have impressive speed to be able to give a helicopter a run for its money. Of course, I'm always ready to point fingers at the government. I mean, they could be concocting some sort of secret airship that we don't really know about. But is it really that hard to imagine that there's life outside of Earth?
I mean, some people definitely don't believe it at all, though. And that's fair. I mean, you got your opinion, you got your own belief, that's fair. But yeah, there are a lot of people that believe that, nah, we're the only one that exists. And a lot of people believe that, hey, we just cannot be the only one, right? So it's like, I guess we are, and both sides are kind of like fair. Though the way I see it is that back in the days, like, if you believed in that, you would be ridiculed. Nowadays, it's more like, oh, you don't believe it? Ah, that's cool. You believe it? Ah, that's fine. That's kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody has that kind of acceptance towards like each other, and which is kind of cool, in especially in the UFO community, because there's some believe it, some don't believe it, right?
Hungarian asbestos. Considering all the rage cylindrical UFOs are nowadays, you'll especially love this one seen cruising Hungarian skies.
Yeah,
this video was captured in 2020 over Chobanka, thanks to a few drones exploring the village and some high-quality cameras.
I believe I saw this on Secure Team. Back then he used to upload basically every day. Nowadays he just upload very, very rarely though.
Installed for surveillance. The Cigar UFO began its journey uphill and eventually continued its journey behind the cloud. Now, there are a few reasons why this isn't just a drone darting past. Firstly, the metallic tinge and shape suggests this object isn't just a lousy gadget. It's also not leaving behind a chemical trail, so we can cross out a man-made object. Lastly, it's changing angles at an impressive speed, so it's definitely something capable of controlling its flight.
Yeah, I mean, who wants Fast and Furious 11 when you got this right in front of you, right? Like
a burning rage.
A burning rage. Yeah, this one, UFO enters the volcano?
The Popocatépetl volcano in Mexico is highly active, so it's always being monitored. And thanks to this tight surveillance, cameras captured a white cylindrical object darting past the volcano and eventually dive into its cone.
Does it
This
come out?
happened back in 2020, when most citizens were tucked up in their homes. And thank heavens for that, because the UFO's entrance apparently set off the volcano.
No. And do we have a footage of it coming out, or?
Now, that's the main issue. Even if we get past the crazy theory that a UFO really did venture into Mexico, why on earth would it simply plummet itself into raging fire? Well, some believe it could have been a clever attempt by the US to trigger the volcano. And if that's true, seems like they did a good job.
Yeah, okay, then I wouldn't call this a UFO. I would call this more like, hey, the US did some crazy. But guys, click on this video on the screen. This is the last episode that we've done, and I'll see you right there. Check this out, man. We had so many different clips in this one, and you will definitely enjoy